Ugh. Oh God, cold again. What is it? 26.6. Alright. We are going to make a movie. Well, it's the middle of winter and nothing's really going on at the Museum of False Art. So it's a good time to explain about the paintings. For this kind of weather is the only time that paintings are not being made. So the last bunch of them can look like an actual exhibit, even though they're really not an exhibit. They're just part of the museum. All right. Sorry. Those of you following our film series recognize this room as the main room of the newly revitalized and remodeled Museum of False Art. Nice view of the Barbican, and straight to the North Pole beyond that. You can actually see our empty flag. Alright. So the deal with the paintings that are on display, first you're going to see what's our, might call our permanent collection. Ones that are up, even though they're old. Because most of our space is kept for ones that are drying. So here's one down at the Edgewood Farmers Market with James Velvet and Johnny Memphis 3 or 4 years ago. Yes, but anyway, usually paintings are painted so quickly that they got to be hung up to dry. And those ones have their titles on the outside. Once they're dry, the titles get affixed to the back and they get lost in the great collection. So here we are. This one's called Paris Attacks. Haha, Barbarian Splendor. Half false art and half real art. Meditations of Chong Son Fong. Chong Son Fong is the legendary founder of Tai Chi. Son Fong means 3 mountains, and you can kind of see them in the background. And I don't know, I guess that's him meditating on the left side, and that little egg-shaped thing at the bottom of the right side are presumably his meditations. Oh, this is a most excellent display. I got this from Goodwill or one of those kind of stores because of the frame, and it had a reproduction of a Rembrandt taken out of an art book showing, and when I opened it up, lo and behold, this wonderful old daguerreotype or something was as the backing. And I guess it's a man driving sheep, maybe in the wintertime. It looks like there are ruts in the road from carts. Here we've gotten a Mobius canvas. Haven't quite decided what's going to go on that yet, but a Mobius canvas. Cycloptopus. It's actually a painting of a octopus that's trying to get a shrimp, so he can only aim one eye at it since their eyes are pretty far separated. That's another word from the upcoming Post-Contemporary Dictionary, out soon. Relaxing catastrophe. Who knows how the artist named these things? The realistic school, however, is more understandable. Hunger Curiosity, this one's called. A vision of Montserrat in the skies of Montmartre. On the deck of the Natividad. The Natividad is a fictional old Spanish galleon from the Horatio Hornblower series. It was sunk very dramatically. And in the studio with Renoir. This is sort of a combined image. So as you can see, there's mostly two styles present. This abstractified one, which still does have recognizable elements in it, and octopods. Unfortunately, these series will probably be dropped because it'll be so long before we can paint in here again. But nothing is capable of heating this place unless you build a building right over it. Except for this one. This is the one that doesn't really fit the pattern. That's it for now. From the Museum of False Art. Wanted to get this. This is the noise made by the generator next door to the water company pumping station, and it's supposed to be a small Pratt & Whitney jet engine. And every once in a while they have to fire it up just to make sure it's still in good working order. I guess that's what they're doing now. Although, to tell the truth, it sounds more like a Chevrolet when it's running. Maybe it needs a little tune-up or something, huh? You can see the pendulum has started to dig its own pit. I'm not quite sure how that works, except that the expansion and contraction of the rope or knots or something that's holding it up must make it go up and down a little. We have taken the precaution of removing the larger rocks from underneath it. Wintertime at the Mike Murphy Memorial Sculpture Park, including the James Velvet Memorial. You know, James and Mike had a interesting conversation before one of James's concerts in Huntington about Jemez Springs, which was where Mike lived, a tiny mountainous village in New Mexico, and the fact that James had actually visited there and had been meaning to go back. Ooh. From above.